Hi YouTube, so it's me Marissa. My last video was the Let It Go by Frozen, Athena. I really love that song, so I had to do it. I wanted to see what my potential was in vocal wise. I didn't know what vocal limits I can hit. The very last note that she hits in the song is very difficult, so I would have to practice that because it's been a while since I've practiced my vocals. It felt good to kind of just hit high notes. Even though it's not perfect, it was something. But anyway, my baby is 2 weeks old now. She does sleep a lot. The only thing is lately she's been being very fussy at night. So it's been tough. There's a lot of lack of sleep, but I try to get my naps in as much as possible. In the daytime, I don't really try to nap. Maybe if I really, really want to, I'll nap. But in the daytime, I don't really nap. At night is when I take my naps, so that somehow my schedule is still for nighttime to sleep. I get like 2 hours upon every feeding. She needs to be fed every 2 to 2.5 hours. And I'm just breastfeeding and breast pumping. I don't want to give her formula just yet. I want to wait until whatever God tells me it's time to give her formula. So I would love to keep doing the breastfeeding and pumping for as long as possible. I want her mind to be very, very good. She's going to be a very healthy baby. So I think in my last video, I already mentioned that I gave birth at 37 weeks and 2 days. And actually my water broke, so I didn't really have to be induced. And it was a natural birth. Natural meaning vaginal. I did ask for a last-minute epidural. And honestly, when they gave me the epidural, it was a bad idea, because as soon as they gave me the epidural, my baby's heart rate dropped, so they had to stop the epidural. So it never took full-blown effect. I still had contractions. They just weren't as intensely crazy. Let's just say I've had 2 kidney transplants, and let's just say that contractions are like the worst pain in the world. And I'm very pain tolerant. Let's also say that in my previous videos, when I spoke about my kidney transplant, during my first transplant, I went home, I think, after 3 days of having the transplant because I was really good. And within a week, I was already working out. Let's just say I'm very pain tolerant. But contractions are like the worst pain ever. Ever, 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 ever. I will not wish contractions upon anybody, but unfortunately, that is part of pregnancy. Unless you're going to get a C-section. Usually with a C-section, you kind of don't have to go through the gruesome contractions unless they just come naturally. So, yeah. They were very unbearable. But let's just say that when I did have to push her out, I did not scream, I did not curse. I closed my eyes, I breathed in and breathed out, and I focused on pushing her out. They did have to use the vacuum to kind of help with the pushing out. So, it was okay. She came out, her head was like a cone head, but within hours her head shaped up. Within hours the epidural wore off. My baby's crying now, so gotta go. Bye.